All right, I'm back for Dusty S's ongoing coverage of the ESL Impact Season 5 Dallas Finals, and I'm here with ASTRA, coming off of Lettercook's shock win over NAVI Javelins to start their run here in the Lone Star State. To start, that is such an insane win over a team that many consider to be the second best in the world. How's the team feeling after taking down the Javelins?
To be honest, it was very amazing feeling, but we kind of expected it because last time in the ESL group we already beat them. So it was just like keeping the mantles and just doing what we did before, and just like that.
So I will say a lot of our NA viewers probably don't know a whole lot about this team. Can you sort of give us a rundown of the 5 members of this team and sort of what their roles are on the team, just sort of educate our viewers?
Yeah, sure. So our team is Let Her Cook. So I'm Astra, I'm the opera of the team. We have Mnmzzz, who is like some sort of anchor. Melly, the same, anchoring. Rachel and Joanna, just like all rifle.
And so who's the IGL of the squad? I believe it was Kenzie Wow before she retired, but who's taken over the role since then?
So basically now it's Joanna, but me and Joanna are calling together a lot of things. So it's just like the both of us.
And with you and Joanna taking over as IGLs, how do you think the team sort of changed since taking the reins over from Kenzie Wow?
I feel like it's a lot more dynamic, and we have more ideas of our own, and we don't feel stuck in like one. Like for example, doing set strats, like we feel very more free and just being ourselves and just being confident. Just that.
Something I'm interested about as well is I believe before the team qualified to the LAN stage, there were some players announcing that the team had disbanded and that they were potentially going to be seeing new teams next season. Now that your squad has made the LAN finals and taken on NAVI Javelins, what does the future hold for this Lettercook squad?
That's actually a very good question. I think that's something that we need to think about because, I mean, at first I was just trying to stand in for this team. And yeah, so now we are now at Dallas. I mean, there could be changes, like we could stay together, we could not. That's something we have to discuss. We don't know yet.
With that as well, Lettercook's the only orgless squad here at the finals, with Shimmer having been recently picked up and Pigeons being signed by Imperial. Do you think that gives your squad a disadvantage being free agents here?
I don't think so that much because, I mean, we are the only team without an org and we still managed to qualify. I think like the other teams should be like scared of us because we are just doing so well without anything, without backup. So it just brings us an advantage, I think.
And with that as well, you know, when you qualified to the finals, did the team try to find an org? Was the team able to try to find an org, and how successful were efforts? Of course, you didn't get signed, but did you get in advanced talks with anyone?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we searched a bit, but it was just for the duration of the event because, as I said, there is a lot of uncertainties with this squad. So, yeah, I mean, we tried, but not much luck.
Here in North America, we only have 2 signed female teams. We have, well, large signed female teams. We have Shimmer, TSM Shimmer, and we have FlyQuest Red, whereas it seems like there's a lot more orgs in Europe. But recently there's been some changes. Like I know Guild recently dropped their team. I think Spirit dropped their team. And I think maybe VP did as well. From your perspective, is the Impact scene healthy in Europe with org support, or are we seeing like a downturn in the level of support the women's teams are having?
I think that's a very tough question because, I mean, yeah, some orgs are dropping out, but some are coming in. Like if you see like Imperial and stuff, TSM, I mean, those orgs are just coming in. But I think the fact that there are less orgs, like Guild dropping and stuff, I think it's just lack of results, and I think it's understandable from any like org perspective.
With this win over Javelins, I believe you're now going to either be taking on Fluxo or you're most likely going to be taking on Fluxo Demons next. How do you feel about that matchup against the Brazilians?
I think it's going to be a much harder opponents because, I mean, in my opinion, they are the favorite of like this tournament. So it's just going to be a challenge for us, but we'll see.
Fluxo Demons, the favorites of this whole event?
In my opinion.
So that would logically imply better than Imperial Female. Why do you think that? Because I think a lot of people would say Imperial Female, previously Team Pigeons, Enigma Galaxy, are like the best team. They're like the Strauss of the Impact scene. Why do you think that?
Well, I think that Fluxo has a really strong stage presence also, mindset, and also they play very aggressive type of CS. And I think that how to say, it benefits you more in CS2 than in CSGO. I think like they have all like potential to win this.
I think that's very interesting. And so, if you take them down to go into playoffs, does that mean that you feel confident you can win this event in its totality?
Again, it's hard to say. I mean, like different teams have different playstyle. It's all about countering it and like all the prep behind it. We'll see.
Now, forgive me if I'm mistaken, but I think this is your first time in America. Is that correct?
Yeah, first time in America.
So, how are you enjoying your time in Texas so far?
It's pretty nice, but I mean, it's been raining a bit recently, so couldn't really go visit the city and everything.
Yeah. And it sure has been raining. I can definitely agree on that front. So that is ASTRA from Letter Cook. They're going to be in action later today, hoping to make a spot in playoffs and potentially go all the way here in Dallas. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you later today.